What is going on, guys? All Reptiles here, and today we are going to be cleaning my 20-gallon enclosure with all the fish that should go in the backyard pond. Right now, it's snow on the ground. My pond is fully iced up. There's no way these fish could live in a pond. I know I was going to get a heater, but there was no weather-safe plug that we had at the moment, and it was going to take too long, and the snow was already going to fall, and it was already icing over, so there was no point. I got the fish out, and they're in this 20-gallon since I've had when I was like little, before I even had any of my animals. But this is them. If you're coming from TikTok, yes, I have a TikTok account. All Around Reptiles, that's my TikTok. But if you're coming from there, hi, we're gonna have a great time cleaning this enclosure. And if you can see, it is a little dirty. I've been cleaning it out pretty darn regular, like every 3 weeks, but it went over my head last week, so it's been like 4 weeks now. This big thing of water has already been treated with dechlorinator, and it's been sitting, so it's at room temperature, so it will be fine for the fish. I probably will have to add some from the faucet, but let's get into getting all the decoration out and getting ready. Okay, so right now this siphon is pulling all the water out into here, into this giant bucket in here. But now I'm going to start siphoning out the rocks and taking out some of the decor and all of the stuff like that. Let's get into it. Oh, look at all that. I don't think you can see it. That is pretty darn nasty. Well, now we dumped out all the water. Got one more 5-gallon bucket, which is not as full as the other one, but it's pretty dang full. And it is pretty nasty too. Alright, well, now we do it again. Basically, I gotta do a little bit more. It is still very, very dirty, as you can see, but I'm going to start scrubbing down the sides of the tank. I keep trying to say enclosure because I have 5 reptiles and it confuses the heck out of me. But I'm going to start scrubbing it down, and then we're going to start filling it back up with this. Probably wondering what I brought from upstairs. It's actually it was only supposed to be 1 filter, but Home Depot messed it up and actually gave me 2, which I'm kind of fine with. But I was gonna get the tubes, but the tubes are still upstairs. So I'm gonna go really quickly and, well, I got it. It is just a big long thing, or a big long hose to connect up to this one, so it will pump water into the tank again. I will be temperature checking it because I have a heat gun from Christmas to make sure it is coming out close to the same temperature as the pond, or as the tank. I don't know what I'm saying. Just to, because I've had a lot of issues with ick in the past. So, we're gonna come back over here, and look, all the fish are chilling in that pretty nasty water. Oh, hi. It's pretty darn nasty. I've scrubbed down everything. If you see that, if it will focus, it's not focusing, focus please. If you see that, it is the background. I'm thinking of getting a new background just because it looks nasty, but this is the damage so far. I'm not really good at cleaning things very neatly, I guess, but I'm gonna get the pumping out the rest of that dirty water, but also putting in new water. Let's just say I thought I almost, please focus, please focus, please focus. I almost buried this guy. He just hides so well in the slightly murky water. Alright, well, now I'm gonna let him go back into the water. There you go. Don't get sucked up again, okay? Or don't try to get sucked up. Well, let's just say this experiment thing with the water, that was a mega fail. It didn't get to here. Got to here in like a little bit. So I think I'm just gonna have to be using this and 5 gallon, or basically water jugs, which I take from the faucet to here and back until it's full, which would be like 19 drips if I didn't have this thing. So we're gonna, I don't really know how we're gonna do this. Let's try this out. Alright, well, let's just say that filling up the tank took a lot longer than I wanted it to, because I had to use this thing instead of a tube that went from the sink to the tank. I really want to get another one of those. It takes forever to have to constantly fill it back up and then put it in the tank. But I thought I squashed this dude, but he's vibing right now. All the fish are okay. I'm going to put a little bit of this aquarium salt in. Just a little bit. Fish, you're not gonna want to eat that. That's supposed to go in the water. I tried to get it as close to water temp as possible. Those don't really work very well. I don't really go off those. But I had one with dechlorinator in it, But then I had one without. So do a little bit of that. It's a little bit too much, but that's okay. And now we have to clean this monstrosity of a thing and get new filter for it, filter pad for it, and then get all the decor in. It's a mess right now. I gotta clean it out too. So let's do that, I guess. Now we just gotta put it all back together, because there are 3 parts to it. Technically 4 if you add the filter. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and it's finished. It even has the filter in it. I gotta put it back together. So now we just take this. It does still have to be primed, which primed basically means you put water in it for it to actually work. Now we just gotta put it. Well, it is primed. All we have to do, plug her in. It's gonna start pumping, and oh, there we go. We're all back, other than the top, which is pretty darn easy to get back on. Yes, that's disgusting. Ready? Let's get it all finished. 3, 2, 1. Well, now we just have to wait for a few hours until the pump back there cleans everything up, and yes, you can see some floating logs. You have to get them you just have to dunk them in water until they're able to sink, like this driftwood. I want to put some more little sticks and stuff like that in it, but right now I can't, because they're very dry. They're sitting up there, so it will take a while, but as soon as that happens, I will show you the finished result. It is basically finished at this point, other than those logs that haven't fallen down yet, which it'll probably take them about a day or so. But I'm All Around Reptiles. I see you on the next video, probably next week, because I'm gradually getting myself back into the YouTube. If you're from my TikTok, subscribe, please. It helps me out a lot. It knows you're actually watching these videos, and just the views in general, because why I really stopped the YouTube grind for posting every two videos every week is I just did not see very much growth in my channel. But now I have TikTok, so hopefully you TikTok people will come over and watch these videos and hopefully bring other people to them. But I'm All Around Reptiles. I will see you on the next video. Probably next week, potentially this week. I don't know yet. See you in the next adventure.